Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Happy Saturday. Um, I hate filming in my car, but this is when I get ideas. So I don't normally film on Saturdays, but I didn't really go live as much as I wanted to this week. So here we are. I wanted to talk about how to market yourself as an artist because I noticed that in my Facebook group, Artist Development for Independent Artists, that tends to be a big reason why people are joining the group. Is they want to know how they can put themselves out there and get their music heard and get themselves seen. So um, I heard I heard Steve Harvey say one time, look, if you want to be a comedian, then you need to go. If you want to do stand up comedy, then you need to do stand up comedy. And it sounds like really simple, but let's kind of flesh that out a little bit. I got several inquiries in my inbox because I'm really passionate not only about teaching you how to be an independent artist, but also teaching you how to build your own brand. And so I'm kind of moving into also coaching singers on how to build their businesses, just whatever business it is. You don't have to be building a business as a singer. You could be building a business that's adjacent to being a singer, like coaching or selling singing beads or t-shirts. I don't know. But whatever it is, there's like a formula for how to get yourself out there. And so what I would say is be who you say you want to be. And I can use myself as a case study. I really wanted to do workshops. About 10 years ago, I really wanted to do workshops, and nobody was inviting me to do workshops. So I decided, well, if I want to do workshops, instead of me waiting for somebody to invite me to do workshops, because I think a lot of artists do that, right? They're waiting on an invite to do certain things. I'm going to put on my own workshop. And so once I put on my own workshop, that's when I got a call, an email saying, hey, would you like to duplicate that in Dubai? And then I had somebody literally set up not one workshop, but like 3 or 4 workshops in Dubai. I was in Dubai for a week. And I made like $5,000 that week. Because I did several workshops. I taught at the University of Sorbonne, which is a French university that happened to have a campus in Dubai. I did so many things, but it was because I decided to be and embody who I said I wanted to be. I also got an invitation to come to London after that. Like, oh, I see you're doing workshops. Can you do workshops in London? And I continued to put on my own workshops. I got called to come to North Carolina. I got paid $2,000 to teach kids at a workshop for a week in North Carolina because I decided that if I wanted to teach workshops, I was going to be my first sponsor. You have to be willing to be the first sponsor of whatever idea that you come up with. So let's talk about being an artist. So Delisa has built this brand of being a vocal teacher. Great, awesome. You know what that means? Nobody asks me to sing anymore. So how is Delisa going to get people to ask her to sing? Ding, ding, ding. What have I done for the last year? If you notice, I have been putting out professionally shot, professionally done cover songs, right? So I got a 6-piece band. I got the best videographer I can find. Guess what? I'm shooting music. What does that do? That helps people believe that I'm a singer. Why? Because nobody was inviting me to sing. They saw me as this vocal coach extraordinaire, and clearly I'm doing well. So she's not an artist, she's not a performer. But once I started putting myself out there as a performer, I started getting invited to sing with 6-piece bands. Do you see what I mean? Now I'm getting invited on other people's stages. So what you have to do as an artist is really, you have to be your first sponsor. I know when we're building brands, you know, the first thing people say is, well, who's going to sponsor you? Who's going to put the money behind it? Who's going to be your executive producer? You are. You have to believe in yourself first and foremost, and you have to be willing to put your dime behind your brand that you say that you believe in. So if you are an artist, here's a tip. I would say, in order for people to start believing that you're an artist, you got to show yourself singing in professional environments that they would go to see somebody sing. You got to be really explicit in your marketing. If you are just somebody that sings in your bedroom or your bathroom, people are going to be like, oh, that's cool. She sings in her bedroom or bathroom. If you show yourself singing on the praise team, oh, okay, they're a praise team singer. If you show yourself singing in a club, oh, wow, she's a club singer. So what is perception is reality. So what is the image you want to curate? Because if I know that somebody sings at a club and they do R&B really well, I know what I can hire that person for, because that's what they've put out there. So be explicit with what you want put out there, and that is what will come. But you have to be the first one. So I would advise people, book a space or something like that. Invite your friends over. Hire somebody to do video and lighting and put on a performance and put it out there. Because guess what? Now all the people that are on your social media are going to be like, oh, wow, they perform. I want to come to your next performance. Where are you performing next? Can you come to my venue and perform? That's how this works. You got to be really explicit. If you want people, if your social media right now looks like singing is a hobby, I'm going to think it's a hobby for you. I'm not going to think you're really available. I'm not going to think you take it seriously. If I call you, I'm going to think I could probably give you gas money for the gig. But if you put yourself out there professionally in professional settings, then I'm going to believe that you're somebody that needs to be approached professionally. I'm going to believe you're somebody that's available for professional gigs and knows how to handle yourself professionally. So invest in yourself and be really explicit and do what you say you're going to do. I'm going to give another nugget away, and it's create a schedule for yourself. Like, decide, what do I want my schedule to look like when this goes well? Like, if you're one of those people like, oh, I just imagine myself in 3 years having 5 gigs a week, right? I just imagine myself having 5 gigs a week. Guess what? Create the 5 gigs right now, but the 5 gigs are going to be networking events, finding places to sing at. That's going to be your job now until it pays you 5 gigs a week. You're going to show up 5 times a week or 5 nights a week somewhere doing something, whether it's networking, finding places to sing at. Again, what Steve Harvey said was so important. Be who you say you want to be. If you want to be a comedian, then go out and get on a stage and tell jokes. It's really that simple. So whatever schedule you want for yourself that you want to get paid for, you create it now. Create that schedule now. Work that now. You may be working for free now, but you will be surprised at how quickly that turns around, and people will respect your hustle, respect that you put yourself out there. And guess what? 5 nights a week is going to slowly but surely turn into 5 paid nights a week. You understand what I'm saying? But you got to show up at first and invest in yourself and invest that time. So whatever schedule it is that you want, create that for yourself now in promotion and networking and getting yourself out there. However many hours you want to, if you want this to be a real job, then you create the time for it to be a real job. Even if it's a part-time, hey, I want to sing part-time, then you create 10 hours a week that you're working your brand. So those are my tips. And like I said, one thing that I'm going into, and I want to start doing a workshop, is helping people to build their brand as an artist. Okay. You may not need my full artist development program as far as vocal coaching and performance coaching. You may just need to get the visibility that you need so that you can get booked, the kinds of gigs that you want, and the frequency that you want as an artist. And it's all about perception. It's all about what you're putting out there. You are in control of your narrative. So that is my spiel for today. And I'm so glad I finally got that out of my brain. I hope you guys have a wonderful Saturday. Again, if you guys are interested in develop artists within you, my conference is coming up in less than a month now. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I just got my banner and everything, so I'm really excited about that. You guys, delisa@gmail.com, or go to www.delisa.com if you guys are interested in any of my offerings. I would love to do a consultation with you and see how we can best serve you. So God bless you. Bye.